I gotta test that. I mean, check the bearing, see if it got play on it. Gotta get all the way to the back of it. Shit, a lot of tools, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot of specialized tools.
This is all kind of really almost basic right here. You start getting to stuff like the adjuster bolt there. It's a 7/32 Allen, and it's a 11/16 bolt on the outside edge. So like this tool is designed around that. So 11/16, but then I can still slide the Allen through it. So I'm able to hold this with the open end, but still get the Allen to go in there and hold it still.
But that look like a specialized tool.
Oh no, that don't. That's actually a specialized tool for that. But like a lot of the other stuff, I had a guy just the other day had that same issue where he felt like he could do his own job, and come to find out he couldn't. And he tried and tried. Just trying to get it where I ain't have to check that off, but I'm gonna have to check it off. Sometimes you get lucky. So like that bearing is running, it feels smooth, no binding or nothing. Because sometimes you can get it where you get an end play, and that end play will actually cause the problem, but it could just been his starter wasn't making good, or starter could have been bad. But I'll show you what it did over here. You can see where the starter been grinding against the teeth, killing the teeth, so he was getting a flat when he go to try and start it a lot. See where it's eating it up?
Yeah.
This is supposed to be a magnet. If you notice, the whole tooth is shaved off of there. So if you look here, you see how some of his teeth inside of there are broken also?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can replace that inner, so you got the inner hub inside of here, and this is your outer shell, which is this will be considered your flywheel to a car. So your starter hits this here, turns the motor over. This here is where your primary chain goes, which from your motor, it turns this here, which is turning your transmission. And then in return, that shaft that's coming out has another shaft on the back of the transmission here, which turns your secondary belt. So the same shaft is what I was showing you there. On the rear, it's a gear, and it's turning, like even his belt is super loose. Yeah. So it's turning this secondary gear, which is turning this. So this is motor, power, turning transmission, transmission turning rear wheel. Yeah. It worked out perfect, because like I said, Harley sells that as a whole assembly, but you figure his flywheel, you know what I'm saying, replacing the flywheel, which is this whole outer shell, that would have been a part. Then now that we opened it up and we see that his inner teeth were bad on side the inner hub, that would have been another part. And then he actually would have, the clutches probably was good, but ain't no telling how old they were. So I mean, he getting some clutches out of it also. But you figure just this outer shell is probably $400. The inner hub is probably $100 and something bucks. Clutches is, if you went and bought them new, probably another $200 and something bucks. But then with plates and steels, so you figure by the time he bought the parts for that, he would have came out cheaper just buying this whole assembly.